6th grade art students. For your day 13 AMI worksheet that you should have got either on Google Classroom or in your AMI packet this week, you are supposed to color a complementary cow. And what that means is you're going to use complementary colors to color in a cow. So the first thing we need to do is we need to draw our cow on our piece of paper. So on the worksheet you got, you'll see step-by-step guidelines on how to draw your cow. But I am going to show you how to do that right now. So you can see I've got a blank sheet of paper. If you have notebook paper, that's fine. If you have a blank sheet of paper, you can use that. Anything to draw on. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw some lines across the page. So I'm just going to make a cross across my page. So I'm not drawing too dark because I'm going to erase those lines later. And then according to the next step, we need to draw like a circular kind of a round square shape right here. So it's kind of a square, but it's also curved on the sides, so it's not pointy. So that's the nose of the cow. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to draw the bottom of the mouth. So that's the nose and the mouth. And then we need to draw two diagonal lines going upward towards this line. So I'm going to start here. A diagonal line going up, diagonal line going up on this side. And then once I got that, I'm going to finish drawing the head. So from here and here, I'm going to curve around. Okay, so now we have the head, the nose, and the mouth. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to add the ears, and we're going to add some details to the face. So on either side of the head, I want you to draw a curvy line, and then a line curving in the opposite direction, and they kind of come to a point together right there. Okay. And then we're going to add some lines to the face. So around where the ear starts up here, I want you to continue this curved line going down until you reach the top of the nose. Same thing with this side. So it's starting to look a little bit more like a cow. Now we need to add the eyes, and the eyes are going to be on either side of this middle line right above this horizontal line. So I'm going to draw an eye here, and then over here I'm going to draw another eye, and they don't have to be perfect. Mine aren't perfect, they're not exactly the same, but they're pretty close. And eyes, when you draw them, they're kind of like a little football shape. See how it's curved here on either side? I'm going to draw the inside of the eye, adding some little curved lines in there. And then, so now we have the face of the cow. So we need to add the spots that we're going to color in later. So to do that, we need to add the body. So all I'm going to do is right around here, so I'm going to make two little marks on the side so you can see. On either side of the face, I'm going to draw a curved line going down. So it's not a straight line, it's a curvy line going down. And then I can add the spots. So I'm just going to make some wavy lines to represent cow spots on the body. You can have bigger spots if you want, smaller ones, however you want to do it. Okay, so we need to add two little oval shapes right there for the nose. So it makes it a little more obvious that it's a nose. And then, according to our guidelines on the worksheet, our cow also has a little bit of hair up here. Now, if you don't want to add hair to your cow, that's okay, but I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to draw some zigzag lines on top of the cow's head. So now we have the outline of our cow. So we have everything drawn that we need drawn. So the next thing we need to do is we need to erase the guidelines. Okay, So the first part of this project is complete. We have the cow drawn out. Now, the important thing to remember is after you have the drawing, your next task is to color the cow, but I'm going to ask you to color it in a really specific way. And in order to color it the way I want you to, you need to know a little bit about the color wheel. So I'm going to talk about the color wheel. So there's an example of a color wheel on your worksheet. It just lists the colors and shows what order they're in according to the color wheel. But this one, I've filled out some of the colors, okay? So we have red, green, blue, orange, yellow, and purple. So I want you to pick 2 colors, and those 2 colors have to be complementary colors. And what that means is that the 2 colors you use have to be across from each other on the color wheel. So you can see that the example I have on this sheet of paper is red and green. Red and green are complements because they're directly across from each other on the color wheel. Same thing with blue and orange, and purple and yellow, okay? And you're going to use those colors to color your cow. So if you use blue, you need to use orange and only those 2 colors. If you use red, you need to use green and only those 2 colors. And if you use purple, you use yellow and only those 2 colors. So you can see, for my example, that I have used yellow and purple to color my cow. And according to the color wheel, those are complements because they're across from each other. Now, I have not colored my background yet. I could color my background whatever color I wanted. The only area I want you to use complementary colors is on the cow itself, okay? So I hope that step-by-step helped you. I know sometimes it's easier to draw something if you see someone do the steps first. But you guys can get started on that. You can rewatch this video, pause it as needed. But I hope it helped you with this project.